Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome. And if this is your very first time here, oh my goodness, you are in for such a treat.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Hello English World, the podcast where learning English feels less like studying and more like hanging out with your best friends.
I am Leo, and before anything else, I just want to say, wherever you are right now, whether you're on a bus in Dhaka, sipping coffee in Lagos, cooking dinner in Manila, or taking a walk in Sao Paulo, welcome. This channel was made for you.
And I am Rose. Together, Leo and I are your English learning companions. No boring textbooks here, no confusing grammar rules that make your head spin, just real conversations, real situations, real English, the kind you actually need in your daily life.
Think of this podcast as your safe space, a place where you can listen, learn, and grow at your own pace in your own time. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know every single word. All you have to do is show up and listen. We'll do the rest.
Exactly. And the best part? Every single episode of Hello English World is based on real life. We talk about the things you actually face every day. Meeting new people, going to interviews, traveling, shopping, making friends, handling problems. All of it. So the English you learn here, you can use it today, right now, in real life.
So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a single episode, because trust me, you do not want to miss what we have coming up for you. Rose, should we tell them what today's episode is about?
Yes, let's go. Okay, so today, episode 1, we are starting from the very beginning, the foundation, the thing that every single person needs to know the moment they start speaking English. Today, we are talking about how to introduce yourself, how to talk about who you are, where you come from, what you do, in simple, natural, beautiful English.
Before we jump in, Rose, can I ask you something? Do you remember the first time you had to introduce yourself in English, like in a room full of strangers?
Oh, Leo, don't even remind me. I was so nervous. My hands were shaking. My mind went completely blank. I knew the words individually, I, am, my, name, but putting them together in front of people, that was a whole different story.
Right? I think so many of our listeners feel exactly the same way. You study English for years, you know grammar, but the moment someone asks, "So, tell me about yourself," your brain just freezes.
Completely. And that's exactly why we made this episode, because introducing yourself is not just a skill, it's a superpower. When you can introduce yourself confidently in English, doors open, friendships start, opportunities appear. It changes everything.
Love that. Okay, so listeners, here's what we're going to do today. Rose and I are going to have a natural conversation, the way real people talk. We're going to introduce ourselves to each other as if we're meeting for the first time. And as we talk, you're going to pick up phrases, words, and structures you can use immediately. Sound good?
Sounds amazing. And listeners, please repeat after us as we go. Don't just listen passively. Say the words out loud. Even if you're alone, even if you feel silly. That's how the language gets into your body. That's how it becomes natural.
All right, Rose, let's do this. Pretend we're at a networking event. We've never met before. Ready?
Ready. Hi there. I don't think we've met before. I'm Rose Bennett.
Hey, Rose. So nice to meet you. I'm Leo Carter. Okay, let's pause here for a second. Did you notice how simple that was? Hi there, I'm Rose. That's it. You don't need a long speech. A warm smile and your name, that's the perfect start. Now let's continue.
Leo, great name. So what do you do? Are you here for the conference?
Yes, I am. I'm actually a teacher. I teach English online. I work with students from all around the world, from South Asia, Africa, Southeast Asia, Latin America. People who really want to improve their communication skills and build confidence. It's honestly the most rewarding job I've ever had. What about you?
Oh, wow, that's incredible. I love that. I'm actually a content creator and a language coach. I help people communicate better, not just in English, but in life. How to express themselves, how to feel comfortable in conversations. I truly believe that when you find your voice in another language, you find a whole new version of yourself.
Okay, did you catch that? Rose used some beautiful phrases there. I help people communicate better. I truly believe that. These are phrases that sound very natural and confident. Write them down, practice them, make them yours.
Leo, I want to know more about you. Where are you from originally?
Great question. So, I was born and raised in a small town, but I've lived in a few different places over the years. Right now, I'm based in New York, but honestly, because of my work, I feel connected to the whole world. Like this morning, I had a student from Bangladesh and then a student from Nigeria. It's pretty amazing.
That is so cool. I love that. Notice how Leo said, I was born and raised in. That's a very common, natural phrase when you talk about where you're from. Also, I'm currently based in. That's perfect for when you live somewhere now, but maybe you're not originally from there. These are gold phrases, everyone. Keep them.
Leo, your turn. Tell me more about you. What's your story? Where are you from?
Sure. So, my name is Rose, as you know. I grew up in a big, loud, chaotic, beautiful family. There were always people around, cousins, neighbors, friends of friends, and that's actually where my love for communication started. I was always the one talking, asking questions, making connections with people. I was the social butterfly of the family.
Oh, I can totally see that about you. Okay, Rose just used a wonderful expression, a social butterfly. Do you know what that means? A social butterfly is someone who loves meeting people, who's comfortable in social situations, who makes friends easily. It's a very common and beautiful English expression. Can you use it to describe yourself or maybe someone you know?
And Leo, I want to ask you, what do you love most about what you do? Like, what gets you out of bed in the morning?
Ooh, that's a deep one. Honestly, it's the moment. The moment a student says something in English and they can't believe the words that just came out of their own mouth. That look of surprise, of pride, of, oh my God, I just did that. That moment is worth everything. That's why I do what I do. That's my why.
That literally gave me chills. And notice what Leo said, that's my why. That's a very popular, powerful expression in English today. It means that's the reason I do everything. That's my deepest motivation, my why. Can you think of your why? Why do you want to learn English?
Okay, Rose, let's keep it going. Tell me, outside of work, what do you enjoy? What are you into?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so I am a huge foodie, like dangerously passionate about food. I love trying food from different cultures. Indian food, Japanese food, Ethiopian food, Mexican food. Oh, and I've been trying to learn how to cook more dishes at home lately. It's been a disaster mostly, but a delicious disaster.
A delicious disaster. I love that. She said she's a huge foodie. That means someone who's very passionate and enthusiastic about food. It's a casual, fun word. And I love that she said, I'm into it. What are you into is a very natural conversational way to ask about someone's hobbies. Much more relaxed than what are your hobbies?
And you, Leo, what do you do for fun? What's your thing?
My thing. Okay, so I'm really into music. I play the guitar, badly, but passionately. And I love hiking. There's something about being out in nature, away from screens and noise, that just resets my whole system. Oh, and I'm a huge book nerd. I read everything. Fiction, biographies, science books. If I could spend a whole weekend just reading, I would be the happiest person alive.
Did you hear that? Leo said a few amazing phrases. My whole system got reset. That means he felt refreshed, recharged. I'm a book nerd. A nerd in modern English is not an insult. It actually means someone who is really enthusiastic and deeply passionate about something. You can be a music nerd, a movie nerd, a science nerd. It's a badge of honor.
Absolutely. And listeners, here's a challenge for you. Pause this podcast right now. Take 60 seconds and try to describe yourself the way we just described ourselves. Your name, where you're from, what you do, what you love. 60 seconds. You can do it. And if you want to practice, write it in the comments below. We would love to read it.
And here's my biggest tip of the day. Don't try to sound perfect. Don't try to use fancy, complicated words when you introduce yourself. The goal is to be clear, warm, and genuine. People don't fall in love with perfect speakers. They connect with people who are real. So be real. Be you. In English.
Beautifully said, Rose. And I want to add one more thing. Confidence doesn't come before practice. It comes from practice. So the more you speak, even imperfectly, the more natural it becomes. Every conversation you have in English, even a small one, is a victory. Celebrate it.
Leo, can I share a quick story? Because I think it'll really connect with a lot of our listeners.
Please, yes, go ahead.
So, a few years ago, I met a woman, let's call her Maya. She had been studying English for about 3 years. She knew grammar, she could read and write pretty well, but every time she had to speak, she froze. She told me, Leo, I feel like my English is locked inside me. I know it's there, but I can't get it out. Does that sound familiar to any of you listening?
Oh, I've heard that so many times. The English is there, but it's locked. That's such a perfect way to describe it. Exactly. So we worked together for a few months, and the first thing we practiced? Self-introduction. Just that. Over and over. Different versions, different contexts, at a job interview, at a party, on the phone. And slowly, that lock started to open. 6 months later, Maya got a job at an international company. Her first day, her manager asked everyone to introduce themselves to the team, and Maya stood up and spoke for almost 2 full minutes in English, with confidence, with warmth, with personality. And after the meeting, someone came up to her and said, "You're a great communicator." Maya told me that was one of the best moments of her life.
That's incredible. That's the power of this. And listeners, that can be you. It can happen for you too. It starts with exactly what we did today. One sentence, your name, where you're from, what you do. That's the beginning of everything. Okay, everyone, we are getting close to the end of today's episode. But before we go, Leo and I want to leave you with something to take away. Today's homework, and yes, we give homework, but the fun kind, is this. Introduce yourself in the comments section below. Just write a few sentences. Your name, where you're from, what you do, and one thing you love. That's it. We read every single comment, and we want to meet you.
Yes, and here's what else you can do. Share this episode with someone who wants to improve their English. Could be a friend, a sibling, a coworker, anyone who wants to grow. Because the best way to learn together is to go together. Share this podcast and help someone else find their voice.
And if you loved today's episode, or even if you just liked it a little, please give us a thumbs up. It truly means the world to us. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this content is valuable, and it helps us reach more people who need it. One click from you equals one more person who finds this channel. That's powerful.
And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit the notification bell, because every week we're bringing you new conversations, new topics, new vocabulary, all designed to make your English stronger, more natural, and more confident.
This has been episode 1 of Hello English World. I'm Rose.
And I'm Leo. Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. We genuinely appreciate every single one of you.
Keep learning, keep growing, keep speaking. And remember, your English journey starts today, right here with us. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.